New tonight, a car wreck could cost you hundreds of dollars in towing fees. So could parking in the wrong spot. But tonight we're focusing on what's inside of your car that's getting hauled off to the junkyard.
Channel 5's Angela Vargas explored the findings in the Upper Valley at 10. Daisy Martinez tells us what she found on her junkyard journey in Cameron County.
We found hundreds of junked cars, plenty of personal information left inside those cars. Experts say making a mistake like this could set you up for identity theft. Hundreds of cars fill this junkyard in Brownsville, never to be reclaimed. They've come here for their final days, to be dismantled, then crushed into compact metal. It looks like junk. Inside these twisted scraps of metal, we found treasure. We looked through dozens of cars at 5 different junkyards throughout Cameron County. Only on one occasion did the junkyard owners stop us from gaining access to these vehicles. We freely went from car to car at the other junkyards. We were shocked about how much valuable personal information was left behind. A checkbook with the person's name, account number, and even their cell phone number in plain sight. Vehicle registration papers, a life insurance policy, bank account statements, a health insurance card, even pictures and old memories. All good information for anyone looking to steal an identity. We took our findings to Immigration Customs Enforcement Assistant Special Agent in charge, Angie Salazar. The Rio Grande Valley ICE sector investigates hundreds of cases of identity theft each year.
It's a major process. It's a huge undertaking to try and correct when someone has stolen your identity, whether they've used it just for something simple like installing utilities in their home, or whether they've gone to the other end of the spectrum, which is buy a house with your social security number.
That's not all. Salazar says there are criminal organizations operating here. They are dedicated to stealing people's identity and fabricating fake documents to further their illegal activities.
Whether it's to create an identity for employment, or it's for more nefarious reasons, whether they want to create a bank account to start funneling illegal proceeds for cartel organizations, or in extreme situations, even terrorist organizations who need a name and information of someone who will not become suspicious to law enforcement.
After searching through dozens of junked cars, we came up with some interesting finds, but by far this tax return was the most interesting and obviously most detrimental, with very valuable information. We decided that we should track down the person who this belongs to. That journey took us nearly 200 miles out of the valley to Ingleside, Texas, a small town near Corpus Christi. 3 hours from the valley, we arrived at the address listed on the tax return. A young man opened the door. He told us the man we were looking for doesn't live here anymore. Then, a few seconds later, he's a friend of yours?
Brother.
He's your brother?
Yeah.
Neither the young man nor his mother were in contact with the man we were looking for. His mother gave us some hope and tried to get in touch with her son through other relatives. We stayed nearby in Ingleside for several hours. In the end, we returned to the valley still with the tax return in hand. Back here at home, we had other important documents to deliver to their owners, like this woman's billing statement. It had her name, address, and the account number for a popular big box store. She's glad it didn't fall into the wrong hands.
Claro que sí, porque pues hay tantas robos de identidad, ¿verdad? Que ya no sabe uno ni de quién, ni con quién, ni a quién le puede pasar.
She was surprised when we told her we found her billing statement at a junkyard.
Oh, no. No.
She doesn't know why or how it ended up there. She's grateful her information is back in her hands. So is Teresa Velez. We delivered her vehicle registration information.
Gracias por todo, por la información, y pues qué bueno que tocó que en esto no tocó en algo más.
We tried to deliver this unopened Christmas card to the rightful owner in Los Fresnos, but they no longer live at this address. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Agent Salazar says no law requires people to return important documents found anywhere to their owners.
If you sell a vehicle and you left your taxes in there or your W-2, It's no one's responsibility to then turn around and find you and locate you and get them back to you.
If you do end up with important information that doesn't belong to you, Agent Salazar says you can make the good faith attempt to return it like we did or properly dispose of it.
Whether shredding it or making sure that it's completely destroyed and illegible before you throw it in the trash.
We went back to one of the junkyards we visited and spoke with the owner about our findings. He says most of the 50 to 60 cars that come in each week are purchased at an auction. They go through this inventory list for each car. He admits there's no practice to dispose of documents with your personal information.
Nunca lo hemos pensado de esa manera, pero es buena cosa para precaución de las personas. Posiblemente implementemos algo para aventar toda la basura.
When it comes to identity theft, Salazar says people need to be proactive about protecting their own information. It can end up in the unlikeliest of places. Since we couldn't return some of these documents, we'll be shredding them to properly dispose of the vital information on them. Agent Salazar says if an identity is stolen, all of the burden of proof falls on the victim. That's why it's better to be safe than sorry. Daisy Martinez, Channel 5 News.